Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby. I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Can't you see it's way past time? How explicit do I have to be? And then I spell it out before you get it, baby. Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you. I'll show you.
I'm sitting up here having a good time all by myself. Sure did. I was like, why ain't it on the screen? You know that's a good thing. When you having such a good time, you forgot to put yourself in your own show. So there it is. There it is. Hey, transparency. I ain't ashamed. I ain't ashamed. At least I remember my name today. It's, what is it? I'm just playing. Laura Michaels Harris here. How y'all doing? Good morning and welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. And before I forget, because she cussed me out yesterday after the show for forgetting, and she's under contract. I ain't trying to get sued, even from a fictitious thing. Well, she ain't fictional because she was real, but she ain't with us no more. Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. That's my version of Ed McMahon. She's my sidekick. She's here every day and has been for the last 5 years. Season 6 is where we're at, you guys. And our theme this year is Show Me Your Soul. There's a promise attached to that, and that means that we're going to show you our souls. That means the people that are here as guests, myself, and anybody else that wanders up in here, right? So we are here to fulfill the promise, and it's happened already. That promise which promises us that there will be something wonderful happening when 2 or more of us come together. I can count at least up to 2, and I know I'm one. Are you the other? I'm so glad we're here. Let's pour into each other today and allow ourselves to be poured into. Can I get an amen? There's the bell of purpose. What does that mean? When the bell rings, it's not just a little cute sound effect. The bell of purpose is something to get our attention, to get us back on track, because, you know, those others out there that are not trying to serve us, those things out there, whatever you ascribe to and call it, want us to be distracted. I don't want you. You can never catch purpose out of the corner of your eye. You have to meet it head on, eye to eye, heart to heart, knee to knee. spirit to spirit. So the bell is to let you know if you're distracted, you're doing a couple things, multitasking, to look up, listen up, lean in. Something is on the floor that if you pick it up and take it home with you, it most likely will change your life and allow you to change the lives of others. Can I get an amen? There it is. So here we are, you guys, so much to talk about. I got a great guest for you today. His name is HALAS WILBOURN. He's in Georgia at the moment, but he hails from Chicago. So, hey, homeboy. And we're going to talk about what's going on in his life. Some business really quickly. You may have noticed on my page, I put it up this morning. You guys know I'm headed to Las Vegas next month, the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th for the Star Trek convention, where I'll be keynoting and also hosting a VIP party. Now, they told me yesterday, Dan Debe, who brought me there, is going to be on the show Friday. We're going to be doing something. We're raising some money for a nonprofit that day. $1,000 is our goal. So please mark your calendars. Invite everybody you know. If we can just do a little bit each, we are going to rewrite history and create today's version of a modern day Stone Soup story, where you bring whatever you have. We're going to get it done. We'll tell you more about that Thursday, tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's another great show. Todd's special. His brand new show, Gut Check, is just really disrupting. Why? Because he gets out there and he exposes those people that are trying to sell you stuff, get you to come to something. And we're talking about people that are influencers, that, you know, it's all about the money. It ain't got nothing to do with integrity and all that stuff. And I love it, because I just had to put somebody in their place last week about that. Sure did. And ain't got no shame in it. If you don't want people to know about it, don't do it. That's how I feel, right? So anyway, that's what we're going to, y'all trust me. You don't want to miss either one of these Thursday, but we really need you here Friday. We need you here because we got to get something done. Now, if you want to come to Las Vegas and join us at the Star Trek convention, show up Friday. We're going to give somebody the opportunity to get into everything from the rooter to the tutor for 50% off. And I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Now, one other thing. So you guys, I am so excited. I'm going to do this every day. I told y'all I'm going to do it every day. Oh, there's Gaze in Space. Some of the stuff that's happening in Las Vegas. I want to send a shout out today to, you know, Bathrobe Moments is on the back cover of Heart of Hollywood magazine now. And the publisher texted me yesterday. I'm going to tell you guys about it. If you want to know, they're looking for a cover model, a male between the ages of 18 and 65 for Heart of Hollywood magazine. If that's you or someone you know, they have a story, a face, a look, a purpose. We all have that. And they want to be on the cover of a wonderful magazine. Let me know, and I'm going to get you the information on my page later today. But 18 to 65, come on now, get in there and get some of that. So there it is again. There we are inside of Heart of Hollywood magazine. Now, if you're in the Chicagoland area, I want you guys to mark your calendars. If you can come out Sunday, August 1st, you know Teresa Griffin. She was here on Celebrity Week last year. Background singer Diana Ross, Patti LaBelle. She has a wonderful album out. I'm going to be hosting this annual pep rally with her, where she gives away hundreds and hundreds of laptops to worthy seniors going off to college, kids of color. So we're going to be out there. If you're in the area, come on out to the Christ Universal Entertainment lot, and we will be there in full effect, full stage. And again, thank you so much to Shift Magazine on the cover right now, came out and was on the newsstands last Friday. I want to thank all of you. Oh, look. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I know what you all was thinking. When you picked around that corner, you didn't even look like that picture. They photoshopped your ass. No, they didn't. So it was makeup now. So anyway, thank you to Shift Magazine. And I think that's about it. Mark your calendars for Thursday and Friday. I'm not playing. Eat both of them. And if you don't make it live, watch the replay. You'll know why soon enough. So who is here today? Y'all gonna love this guy. We gonna have some laughs up in here today. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, wait a minute. Hey, what happened to your I'm so busy. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, hold on. I was looking at his pictures earlier. And this is what I want. HALAS WILBOURN. I love that name. Both of them. There's something about it. It's a strong name. Describes himself as an ordinary man who wants to do extraordinary things. Ringing the bell. He currently hosts the HALAS WILBOURN Show, which is a live podcast welcoming talented. Did you say talented? Successful. Wait, did you say successful people worldwide to share their stories? Sign us all up. We all want to be on that show, don't we? And we can be. We're a group of people that are changing this world. So HALAS, everybody here deserves to be on your show. So get your pen ready. This show focuses on what? Entrepreneurs, celebrities, and unique, interesting individuals that have achieved success in their lives. Now, what I love about that, that's everybody. HALAS is saying, come on, come all, come as you are. And you know who else told us that? And you see how that's worked out, right? So we're going to get into that. So he's here for the first time. So you know, wear your manners, get your manners out. That means put some hearts on the screen, put your heart into this broadcast. Let's pour into each other like the promise tells us to, can we? And let's walk away from here today, having grabbed the E and R of life. We're going to take great to greater. We're going to take bright to brighter. We're going to take nice to nicer. Then we're going to take strong to stronger. And for those of you who dropped out and got a GED, we're going to take good to gooder. Okay, HALAS. Well, I'm ready for you. How you doing? Where you at? Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Lauren, for having me on. Good to good. I'm loving that.
Okay. I love that. I do that when I go to high schools and stuff, when I used to go to the schools all the time to speak. And I'd say, and I do that with the mic. So we're going to take bright to, and I can take the last one, take good to, and it's always one. I was like, and it's so funny. Use it, you guys. You may steal that. So, HALAS, you're in Georgia. Tell everybody. I'm gonna let you just run with it. Tell everybody the things that, well, fill in between the lines for us, if you will, about who you are, what you're doing, and how you're changing the world today.
Well, as you know, through this warm and welcoming invitation here by Lauren, I'm HALAS WILBOURN from the HALAS WILBOURN Show. And where I welcome successful people worldwide to share their story. And my show is devoted to entrepreneurs, celebrities, and people that's in search for the keys to success.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you know what? I knew it was somebody. You killed me. Y'all, guess what he did? I'm in there snatching his Instagram, right? I told you, if you don't want people to know, don't do it. He gonna put his Cash App up in here. Up in the, I'm going first. I said, Cash App, what the hell that's doing? But ain't nobody getting ready. The fundraiser is Friday, HALAS, and it ain't for you. Sorry, but if you know, but I mean, if you really need it, we'll do it. If you really need it,
that's okay, because we can also use this opportunity to vote for me for the Heart of Hollywood 2021 International Heart of Hollywood Cover Model Contest.
Oh, wait a minute. You came to me through Giovanna Salas?
Absolutely.
Oh, so you see, when she sent me that stuff last night, I said, well, wait a minute, 18 to 65, I'm on the back. What if I want to be on the front too? Can I get in? She goes, yeah. I said, well, why you ask me to share it? You know, if I'm in it, I ain't sharing it with nobody. And then God talked to me and said, go on and share. So I'm going to share it. So anyway, so we in the same competition.
Hey, check this out.
Oh, that's right. You actually have, I don't even have one yet. It's on the way.
I'll send you a link. In fact, you can get a digital copy or the paperback copy. But I think a paperback copy would be more fitting.
You know that. Look, you see clearly. I put everything up. You know why? You know why I put that stuff in the wall? So that I don't forget what I've already done. And when I do that, I love this. It's the truth. It really works. You see, when I look at this stuff, I'm grateful because these are manifestations, right?
Yeah.
But I like to look at this empty space. Because that's like, okay, what am I going to do today that can hang forever? What can you see what I'm saying? I want to do stuff that's not going to be sold in a garage sale. I want it under glass in a museum one day. Legacy.
Oh, okay. Seems like you saved the spot for me.
I ain't put what on this wall?
Absolutely.
Well, if we had some award dinner or something together and getting a picture, yeah, but I ain't hanging your awards back here. That's your manifestation. I'm just playing. HALAS.
These numbers are shooting up today.
You know, I'm gonna tell you why I'm all loopy today. My PT, physical therapist guy, I had a knee replacement over a year ago. He still comes to the house for me every Tuesday and does this massage thing on my leg. The leg is great, but I just, I like it. So anyway, he was here till 11 o'clock last night, came at 6, and we were watching the Olympics, then to stay for dinner. We were out on the deck, drank a whole bottle of wine. I went to bed at 1 o'clock and got up at 4 o'clock to go to the health club. So I sound like Louise Jefferson again, George. And so I might, be real goofy today, but You know, just know that, remind yourself when I start going too far that you do truly love Jesus, you know, and then that'll get you off me, because you big. HALAS, you're a big guy. How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
Is that all? I
Yeah,
ain't
well,
worried about you. I'll
I'm
stand on a
6.
chair and get you in it. No, just kidding. I'm short like Kevin Hart. Not that short, but short enough. So, HALAS, you're an actor.
Yes.
Now, is that you dabble in it? You trying, because I know you're a plumber too,
Yes.
right? That's a hard job. I wish you lived in my town. I'll be bootlegging you, calling you, hey, HALAS, can you come over? You know. So you have your own business, right?
My podcast. My
Your podcast.
podcast. My podcast is my business. One of the businesses of the multi streams of income that I do.
Oh, and then cleared his throat after it. Y'all heard that?
Yeah, I had to.
Multiple streams of income.
I was just a little raspy.
Okay, no, I'm saying I'm all for it. That's kind of a good thing to have nowadays. How did COVID treat you? Did it? You know, it seems like people either went out or flew up. Wasn't much in between during COVID. What you think? What do you say about that?
You know what? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked that question, Lauren, because COVID. I was working. I was working at a country club at the time.
At a club. Wait a minute.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say. I don't want to say
strip club.
No.
Y'all heard they changed it at the last second.
That was 20 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you're working at a country club.
I was working at a country club at the time. It was some very, very interesting people. All of them very successful. However, I came up with an idea of, you know what? If I can interview every last one of these members and allow them to tell their story, this could take me to God knows where.
Mm-hmm.
And during that thought process, I was relieved from the country club. Let's just say furloughed, and being furloughed, it allowed me to actually make more money than I did when I was working.
So furloughed, that's like laid off.
Laid off, fired, separated, however you want to put it.
Anyway, your ass was at home. That's what they did. Right. I get it.
I was at home for 3 months. I was at home for 3 months, making a weekly check of more than what I was actually making while working.
Now, is that because of COVID money, unemployment? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. That's why
nobody want to go back to work now.
Well, then that's part of the problem. We'll get into that later. Okay. However, what I did was I said, while I was at home, I'm saying, okay, now I really need to be creative and more innovative right now in this time and moment, because the job is already letting me know that I'm disposable anytime, anywhere. So what I did was I purchased me a podcast equipment. I had prior podcast experience from the Chicago Millionaire Radio Show that's done there in Chicago on intellectual radio. You may know Winfrey, Earl Winfrey.
He related to Oprah? Because if he is, I don't know him, but I will know him.
if you don't, you oughta.
Well, I'm serious about that though, because she has a brother. I met him. I had an event when I was an event player in Michigan, and her brother and his wife came, but I can't remember his name. So anyway, Millionaire Podcast, I'm not familiar with it. So
okay. The Chicago Millionaire Radio Show, the host was Bobby Reed, and I was the comedic commentary. And we also had two twin brothers that provided music, the band. It's an awesome show. I'll send you a link.
You sure it wasn't 3 twin brothers?
3 twin brothers, that's triplets.
I know. It can't, just like we know 2 is twins. That kill me when people go, there was these 2 twins. But we know they twins. There's 2 of them if they twins. It's so funny. I love that one. Okay. You weren't playing when you said you used to do the comedy part. Okay, go ahead. Let me read
that. So you're feeling it.
I'm feeling it.
So I purchased the equipment, and that's when I started my own podcast show. And Giovanna Salas, with the consultation with Giovanna Salas, that's how I made the show profitable.
See, what I love about that is it took the pandemic for so many of us to reboot. where we were headed. You know what I'm saying? And I've always held on to that term reboot because I knew, when I hit 50, I was like, I don't like that midlife crisis. Why they got to make it so negative? Like if I want to go out and buy a sports car now because I'm 50, well, I earned it. I want to do it. Don't mean I almost said shit. Oops, I did say it.
Okay.
Don't do it. If you don't want nobody to know, don't do it. So there
Don't do it.
Right.
Hello.
So, but the thing was, it forced a lot of us to stretch in order to basically survive. And it was a blessing in a lot of ways. Not everybody, but I think everybody. What was that, me? I hear echo.
A blessing and a curse.
Oh, no, I don't believe in curses.
For some.
Well, yeah,
actually,
you're right about that, because you can't curse yourself.
And in that process, Lauren, that's when I knew it was all about mindset. Changing your mindset.
So did you know that before, or did you learn it when you got inside this?
Well, let's just say I learned to appreciate it more. I've known about it. I just learned to appreciate it more.
There you go.
And I never got an opportunity to interview not one of those members. It was a club of 450 members.
Okay.
Like I said before, they're very interesting people. I met a lot of interesting people. So I never got a chance to interview them. However, it was just the faith and the feeling of the manifestation that brought people to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. The first person I interviewed, his name was Steve Lambert. Steve Lambert is an action stunt coordinator in Hollywood, has been doing it for over 35, 40 years. Mm. It just blew me away that someone of his caliber would come to me and say, hey, look, I would like to be on your show.
A lot of people feel that way. I know exactly, because Celebrity Week, Dr. Janice Conformer, she lives here in Chicago too, and I told her I was going to reach out to Teresa Griffin. She came through one of my IGTV feeds or something, and I was like, she in Chicago? I didn't even know she was a singer or nothing. I was just reaching out to get her on, and she ain't going to call you back. That girl is stop. That's what. Next thing you know, we sitting up front center at the concert. She done been on the show. We're all good friends. So you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, all you gotta do is open your mouth. All you gotta do is open your mouth.
You're born a star.
That's right. As soon as you got here, you was great. That's my thing about the ER. You don't got to get up every day. We don't have to get up and work our magic, write our legacy with all 26 letters of the alphabet. That's hard for anybody. Ain't but 24 hours in a day. It take at least an hour per letter. So, and you're gonna sleep some of that. So what if you only have an E and an R to look for? You find all the things that you're grateful for, all the blessings, and put an ER on, take them to the next level. Just as simple as that. Now, I want to ask you this though. I saw you drinking some water. You must have 2 cups or something there. You drinking some chocolate milk?
Oh no, this is vodka.
You sure? Because you got chocolate milk right here. Get it.
In Russia,
get that milk off there. Get that chocolate milk off your lip. Go like this.
That's not no chocolate milk.
What is it?
It's probably the camera.
I know that ain't supposed to be hair. Is that supposed to be a mustache?
What you say?
I'm just playing. No, I ain't saying. Right over that head, right.
Hey, nice try, Lauren.
Let me see. Somebody put an LOL in the comments if y'all got it. I want to show something. Because look, who is it? Tell me about this. Did you audition for the Isley Brothers?
And
Mr. Big.
Well,
you slipped there. Look at that brim.
That's just another one of my fortes. I love fashion.
Don't look, I got your little shoe out there for everybody to see. That is one nice suit. Now, tell us about where were you? What was going on that day? And who did you cut out the picture? I know your arm going around somebody. What she do? She done fired you? You can't. No. She told you better not post nothing with me in it. Yeah, my brother Pookie gonna be over this holler at you.
Well, actually, it was my sister I cut out the picture.
Why you cut your sister out the picture?
Oh, only because I was showing it. Only certain people could see this part of this photo. Now, if you want to see the whole photo, I can send it to you. No problem.
I'm just kidding.
She's a beauty too.
She is?
Yes, she is.
I know. I'm sure she is. I got a feeling y'all got a big family, and it's just a lot of personality up in there. Is that I can sense it.
I can tell you it's awesome conversations at the Thanksgiving dinner
I
table. I
know
can tell
that's
you.
right. I know that's right. Who is this? And you look at this. You look so you have 1,000 looks. That's probably why she's such a
Now,
good actor.
okay, now this photo is me playing an older gentleman in a play by Alicia Schaefer, The Other Brother. I played the father as a modern time prodigal son. I played the father of the prodigal son.
Oh, so when he came home, you didn't want what you doing here? Didn't I tell you to keep your you know when you left here, that kind of thing?
No, it's a party. You should be celebrating your brother. Celebrating? How can I celebrate? He's out God doing God knows what. And with God
You don't
knows
know the
what.
lines. When was the play? Last weekend?
Now the play was actually in 2013, 14.
Dang, and you still remember the lines. Okay.
Now that was I'm glad you mentioned that too, because that was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. But
Really?
learning the lines of a play, getting into character, and I it took about at least 6 months to get out of that. It was just one of those. Every time I heard something that was familiar with a line in the play, I'd go right
Yeah.
into character. So a
You
lot of
know,
people thought I was really weird for a long time.
I heard that about you, but I don't listen to gossip. I'm just kidding. So listen, I love stage plays. And it's so and I used to do a lot of that when I was in high school and stuff. But you know what I love about watching them is that it's like it's better than live, if that makes any sense. Because it's like watching a story, but you know, the way it changes and you get to see how they change it from outside in a forest to in somebody's bedroom right there on the stage. So much goes into it. And you really build great relationships when you're staging a play. So tell everybody how you got started in acting. How long's it been and what brought you to it? HALAS?
Well, the funny thing about acting is that I want to say I was in the 5th grade. Mrs. Brewer at Argyle, John P. Argyle, she was
Dang, you got a good memory.
and well, I'll be 54 next year, by the way.
Oh, okay, 54, youngster. That's right.
So
Nine.
I guess Miss Brewer saw something in me
Early.
at that young age, because I started as the little drummer boy in the play. But at that time, the Moonwalk had just came out, and there was a guy in the neighborhood from
They
California.
told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
It's funny because the guy from the neighborhood, he came from California, and he just came to the neighborhood, and he was moonwalking and breakdancing. And I thought that was the most dynamite thing, ever. And he would teach me it, and then we'll go to school in the lunchroom and break dance and spin around and moonwalk. And the
Hold on,
teacher
did you
saw
just
that and
quote
said,
J.J. Evans?
who is this kid with all this energy moving around like that?
Did you just quote J.J. Evans?
When?
Yes, you did. You said dynamite. I mean, what? Okay, come on. Let me pull another out. Okay, let me hear you say. Let me hear you say something from back in the Get Christy Love days. Remember that? You too young?
I was a baby. No offense, Lauren, but I was probably still shitting
You
on
want to
myself.
go
You
there?
can't say shit.
You
You
know,
can't say
you must
shit.
have forgot. You must have forgot where you at. Bye. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love doing that. So how many? Which have you done a movie? Have you done television? Anything that's filmed?
Oh wow! It's like you've been reading my mind. I was cast for Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Sebastian and
You better hurry up and
Anthony
remember his
Mackie.
name, or you gonna get kicked out.
No.
Sebastian.
Stan. Sebastian Stan. See, I can remember all my past, but all the stuff. It's so
That's
many
current.
things.
Right.
There's so many things that's been so exciting and going on. It's like at one time I was wondering, okay, what I'm going to do next, and now everything it comes to me. So I don't sweat it. I just let it.
That's right. You show up. See, that's the ER coming over and sticking itself to what you were already starting with. So tell us about this. When is this? So have you started shooting this movie, or is it a movie?
Over.
Is it TV? What is it?
It's a TV series. It's already on Disney right now. You can check it out on Disney.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you just gonna casually throw that out? Oh, you're on Disney. Wow, that's exciting.
The best is yet to come.
What's the role? Tell us about the character in the show. Who do you play?
The character in the show, I just play a reporter. I play a reporter. There's no speaking role. However, it's background work. But I was able to get cast. I was just shocked to get cast.
Your name on the screen.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, my face on the screen. Face on the screen.
I mean, on your credits. You know what I'm saying? You in it.
And that was just one of the Marvel Comics. One of Marvel Comics things that I've done. I've also done the Avengers as well.
You have. So what are your? I just love this.
It's just it's so many things, Lauren. It's amazing. It's just amazing.
Now
I'm a loss for words sometimes.
See,
it actually literally chokes me up sometimes.
Now, you know why that is, right? Why when we find ourselves butted up against a situation where we're trying to express to people something that we get tongue-tied or there are no words to express it. You know what that is? I know this to be true. It's because that feeling, that place, not enough people have walked past it on their journey for someone to name it. Because when it hasn't been named, you respect it so much, you just don't want to grab any old thing and throw it out there to try to describe it, because it doesn't even come close. That is called purpose. That is called anointing. That is everything that comes through us and not from us. And it's the thing that as soon as you feel it, tell the truth and spite the devil. As soon as you feel it, the first thing you want to do is run and give it to somebody. You want it to touch them with it. You want them to share in it, to feel it, because it's just that good, So let's talk about why do you think this is all happening now for HALAS? What was the process? What obstacle courses did you have to go through in order to know what you were capable of? Because that's the only thing stopping most of us, is we don't know our own capabilities.
I've done so many things for other people that can never repay me, ever. And I don't look for repayment. It's just that being able to help somebody. I've always grew up learning and was taught that you have to help somebody sometime. Mm-hmm. And my sometime was anybody that was in need.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no, go ahead. Well, I'm just curious. We didn't talk about this, but I have a feeling that there's a story that you need a little piece that you need to bring out for somebody that's listening right now. Now, when you were growing up, what kind of neighborhood and stuff was it? Was it inner city? Were you in the country?
I grew up in many neighborhoods. It was like our family. I was born in Rockwell Gardens, 2515 West Jackson on the west side of Chicago.
Rockwell Gardens. Now, is that an apartment complex?
It's the most luxurious project building you ever want to see, but it's torn down.
Right. Because they always give them names. Like, so you picture one thing, when you get in there, you in the garden, all right.
You're in the garden, all right. But people had love and care at that time. Mm-hmm. Now remember, this is like early 60s, 1968 to be exact. However, we moved a lot because my parents, they started getting better opportunities. So they wanted to put us in a better place. And we moved from the west side of Chicago to the south side of Chicago. And each neighborhood that we moved to, I got an opportunity to meet a lot of people and a lot of different personalities. And all of these people that I was meeting, along with people that's in my family, it molded me into who the person I am. Mm-hmm. Not saying that I didn't know, and I guess that would be saying that I didn't really know, because I was trying to identify with what is it that I really wanted to do as I was growing up. Mm-hmm. And radio had started. That's when radio started. I like I said before, I had opportunity to be in a play at 6 years old, a key role. And then from there, radio kind of sparked my whole thing.
Now, HALAS, do you still have family here in Chicago?
Yes, I have two sisters.
Any young people in your family, like teenagers and tweens and that kind of thing?
Just my children. My youngest is 20.
Okay. Oh, okay. So here in Chicago?
Well, he's in college now. So
okay. Okay. So when you hear, let me ask you this. When you know how the media portrays, Chicago, West Side, South Side, as if there's nothing ever good to come out of there. They just do. They love to grab that like a pit bull and not let go. What do you pour back in? Because a lot of people, they get it. I got out of there, so bye. But then there are people who really still pour. Teresa Griffin has a circle of friends who, they've gone on to do great, great things. But they feel it's important. Thank you, honey. They feel it's important to never forget where they came from. Talk about that and how you use all of your successes today to send a message even back into the place where it all began, hoping another young person finds their way.
That's funny you say find my way, because I have a good friend, Michael Gale. He has a podcast. In fact, I helped
Michael
him
Gale.
start. Yeah, I helped him
Charles
start.
brother? I'm playing. I made that up.
No, not Charles. Not Charles. Brother. Anyway, I helped him start his podcast. He was from Chicago. He moved to Alabama. I think we both moved. We trying to transition around the same time. He went to Alabama. I came to Georgia, and we always talked about doing a show, putting on a show, but there was always something in the way of it. So now, since he moved, I say, look, why don't you check out Georgia? He said, you know what? I visited Georgia, and I'm kind of feeling it. So he came to Georgia. I helped him set up his podcast, and now he has his show on the God HG on YouTube.
I was gonna say, stay away from modern stats because you can't remember them to save your life. Stay back in the day because you remember all that.
Yeah, I mean,
you remember what was in your lunch pail on Wednesday, the 14th of January, 1967. You remember that?
It's so many. It's funny, man, because it's so many things that's been happening all at once, and I was trying to process it into why are these things happening at once instead of in order in which they was coming. But I'm responsible for all of these things that's happening, and I love it.
I know y'all think I'm coming up with some good question. No, this Morningstar Farm sausage got good in mid-chew, and I said I can't stop, so I just kept chewing.
Get on how you live.
That was so good. And they all vegetable. Those things, they don't taste like real meat. So, tell us about your routine, and then we're gonna go to break for a minute. Tell us about your daily grounding, because actors have to be disciplined. Entrepreneurs have to be disciplined. We who are out there delivering wonderful content to anyone who will listen, we have to be on it. So what is it? Some people meditate in the morning. Some people go to the gym. I go to the gym. I do stuff while I'm there, here and here. Take us through your day. What's a typical HALAS WILBOURN day look like? Because I know you're busy.
4:30 in the morning. Thanking the Most High God for waking up first and foremost.
Amen.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, and sitting and meditating for at least 2 to 3 minutes. I'm talking about from the time you wake up, sit at the edge of your bed and just sit there and whatever, and let it all process. Be thankful for the little things. Everything.
That's right. Everybody watching, everybody listening, drop one thing that you do first thing in the morning that's a part of your grounding ritual, because I'm always looking for new and exciting ways to just keep it interesting. You see what I mean? Because, and I really mean that, because you know what? I already know one of the things I know, like what you were saying, I brought all these things here, and I agree, we do. And Shakespeare said it best, to thine own self be true, which means be honest with yourself about your shortcomings and your strengths, right? So my thing is, I used to be the kind of kid, when we put the food down, let's say the bus, I'd be like, God's great, God's good, I'm already chewing. And they'd be like, you better hope that wasn't poison, because you could get in prayers and stuff. My granny, she make you get on your knees for like an hour. She down there. I done went to sleep and woke up twice, and she's still praying, right? So, but then I would get down and go, dear God, bless her. I'll be fall asleep, wake up. So I was like, man, I need to carve out a space where it's about nothing else. And I learned, Alice, and I'm glad you brought that up. It didn't have to be some big drawn out, boxed in cookie cutter thing. It was just open the door slightly. And what is greater than comes in. If I got 2 minutes, it can give me 2 years worth in 2 minutes. If I've got 2 hours, it can be done with me in 2 seconds. You see what I'm saying? But it's just the willingness to say, come in first. It's like every door of opportunity. I love for it to open, but because they swing open. I don't push them. I don't do nothing. I sit there and I say, wait for it to open. And then I look at all my truths and I say, after y'all go first. Because when I do that, the creator, what is greater than, walks before me, stands beside me, and always watches that rear for those things I could never see coming. Can I get an amen? Listen, when we come back from break, I want to get into some of the things about some of your favorite guests on your show. How do people get there? How do they, what does it take to make it onto your show, and what we can expect when we tune in for the next one. We're going to get down and dirty with this guy from the Dirty South, HALAS WILBOURN, in just a minute. You guys stay put. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm Lauren Michaels Harris, and my guest today is the wonderful HALAS WILBOURN. And what part of Georgia exactly? What's the name of your town?
I'm in the Marietta, Smyrna area.
Marietta, Smyrna?
Yeah, Smyrna.
Smyrna.
Well, yeah, Marietta on this side of the street, Smyrna across the street.
Okay, how far is that from Atlanta? I'm not familiar.
About 20 minutes, 25.
Oh, that's nice. Not right all up in it, but because Atlanta, I did my nonprofit thing, Power We Symposium. We were there right before COVID, and I'm gonna tell you what I hated about Atlanta: that doggone traffic. That traffic and them stoplights. Those stoplights, you did 20 minutes.
Well, it's all about mindset. Now, remind you, I'm from Chicago, and I was a train operator for 22 years. Yeah, traffic was heavy. Met a lot of interesting people.
I'm just saying. And where was it? We were just in the Carolinas a couple of weeks ago, and it was a place there reminded, honey, Oh, yeah, sure. That it was. I think it was it. It wasn't Charleston. It was one of them. It was bad. But Atlanta. What was that place when we were in the Carolinas that reminded me of Atlanta with the horrible traffic? Asheville. Remember, we were like, ugh. Charlotte. It was one of those two, Asheville or Charlotte. It wasn't Charleston. We love Charleston. Nobody better not say nothing about Charleston. I love Charleston. Okay. So anyway, so are you gonna be there? Have you found your spot where you think you'll just like retire and stay, or could you go somewhere else?
At this point right now, Lauren, God has been taking me everywhere, places I never thought I'd be. And actually, Georgia was one of the places I never thought I'd end up. However, so many opportunities has been happening to me really on a daily basis. Who knows? I may be in the Netherlands or somewhere.
That's right. That's right. You know, let's talk about this. Here's what I really want you to share with people because we need to know. Everybody needs to know. And let me just get right to it. When you look at your life today, Hallis, when you look at it and all the things, all the blessings, all the wonderful, wonderful things that you could have never seen coming, why do you think it's happening? What do you think your responsibility to all this chewy ooey goodness is? This chewy center. What is your responsibility with it?
I think my responsibility is to learn as much as I can and share and divide and give and help people. It's just help
There it
people.
is.
It's people it's not fortunate. I mean, Atlanta is. I'm being from Chicago. I've seen Skid Row. Okay, anybody that's been there seen Skid Row. I've
Yeah.
never seen so many homeless people ever in my life just here in Atlanta. It's like other cities have shipped them here, and
Wow.
you see this on a daily basis, and you wonder, okay, what is it that you can do to help some of those people? I mean, you think about this pandemic that's been going on almost 2 years now.
Right.
They didn't have a place to go, shelter, and
Right.
but you never seen them laid out in the street either.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so you got to really pay attention to the information internationally, along with the information that you get here locally in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you have to pay attention. Well, me personally, I pay attention to that, and to see that people struggling in, and we will, as human beings, will walk over them like trash, like they don't. It's like turning a
Cool.
blind eye.
Right. Like they're invisible.
I think it's the saddest thing in life, in history.
Have you ever had a point in your life where you felt like you were the one that was invisible? That nobody saw what was going on? That nobody heard what you were screaming from your spirit? Have you? I have many times.
2009 was like the biggest part of my life that I'll never forget. I got injured at work. I was going through a divorce, and my mother was passing away.
Mm.
It was
The
like
proverbial when it rains, it pours.
it was I didn't know at that point whether I was gonna live or die. But I knew if divorce wasn't easy, so I knew if something happened, that would really push my mother to just go on and exhaust. I was trying to really hold on to her as long as I could, but
Of
it's
course.
nothing that you can do. It's
Right.
nothing that you can do for somebody that's dying of cancer. It's
Right.
nothing you can do.
My
But
mom-
love them. But
my
love
mom-
them. That's it. Love them and be there for them as much as you can, as much as you can.
Mm.
However, once I got through that period, which it seemed like forever, I just I just made a conscious decision that I'm doing me. I don't care whatever nobody else think. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care. I'm doing me.
A lot of us can't do that. A lot
you
of us
got
can't do that.
accept
People
me or
pleaser.
reject me.
Mhm.
It's only accept me or reject me. That's it.
What happened after you made that choice? What's
Um,
that change?
I worked. I worked for myself. I did masonry work. I did glass block windows. I've always been in the craft, and and I enjoyed that. However, it wasn't what I really wanted to do. I had an opportunity. Robert Reed came to me with the opportunity to work with him on the Chicago Millionaire Radio Show. I took off. That took off. We did that for about 3 years. I left Chicago, came to Georgia, and actually to pursue a truck driver's license. However, I couldn't do that.
So I ended up.
So no,
you get 100. You know, you can do it. You can do it well.
I ended up with a certified heavy equipment operator license. So, but I had the opportunity. I never used it. I met a young lady over the internet that's from Chicago, April Williams. I get here to Atlanta, audition for a part she had, landed a part as undercover detective TV series.
Wow.
It sparked from there. Then from there, it's just so many other opportunities. Giovanna Salas has been a very dynamic part of my life.
Awesome.
She is the best ever. And I knew that I had to put some control in my life. I had to put some control in it. So I started consultation with Giovanna, and it started putting order in the things that I was accomplishing. And it's just one thing started landing after the other. Then the Marvel Comics thing. Then I got an opportunity to work as a plumber, which started off as working as a plumber because I've already had the skills. But now it's an opportunity to own my own business.
See,
it's
right. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting how it's so interconnected, and how when we do our best with one, the next thing just comes. I always tell people, you know, my life really started turning around when I understood value, because until I understood value, I left pennies, which are blessings, because blessings don't come in pints, quarts, nor gallons. They cover everything from the beginning to the end, from top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, side to side, corner to corner, and corner to corner. And when I started looking in the proverbial junk drawers of my life, in the cushions, if you will, under the seats, I started pulling out coin after coin after coin. And, you know, all I had to do was put them in one spot first, gather them. Then I grew into stacking them. Then I grew into getting the penny rolls. Then I rolled them. Then I crimped the ends. Then I put them in the cookie tin. Then I put the top on the cookie tin. Then I put the cookie tin away to keep it safe. And the minute I did it from the beginning to the end, all the way through, consistently, one time, I looked over where the last time I saw pennies, and now there were miracles. Now, there were things I could have never seen myself as worthy for, because God knows that what we do in small things, if we're consistent and diligent, we will do them in all things. And so I love the way you laid that out there. It is the truth, and it's there. That's what I love about story. We see, well, I was doing that, or I'm doing that, or I thought about doing that, but it's that diligence, getting up every day, no matter what, and doing the same, doing what you know to be true. HALAS, what brings you the greatest joy today in your world?
The love of God, my children, just being able to move freely and without remorse, and just always thankful, just being thankful and
gratitude,
being able to network with people that come into your life, and the biggest joy that I've been finding is finding solutions. Look for problems, because I can guarantee you, if you look for problems and you find a problem, it's somebody that's there that need that help, and that in return is more blessings than you.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Were you as amazed as I was when you really get it? How you go, for real? Is that easy? You know what I mean? I mean, now I go, how did I not see this for 5 decades? How did I not see this? But the thing is, this is the beautiful part about the truth. It never changes, and it will never change on us. So I didn't lose time. I don't feel like I'm playing catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like everything is just perfect. I could go today and feel like, wow, what a ride, you know? Now I ain't trying to say I'm ready to go. I'm just letting them know.
Hey, it's probably not a bad thing. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die.
La 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 la. If I could speak in tongues, I'd say Hasa Babaka. So anyway, HALAS, tell us about your show. What days? Where can people find it?
My show is on Facebook, like this. You can find it on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Okay.
And YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. And what day is it recorded? Is it live? Is it audio? Is it visual?
I do a live show. I do a live show on 8:00 on Wednesdays. However,
8:00
Eastern time.
Okay.
On Wednesday. It's just that so many. I had to put the show on hiatus. I mean, put the show on hold because so many opportunities had been happening. So it's like, no matter what happens, I could always go to the show and say, "Hey, look, if people want to come on, I'll send a link to you. They want to come on and share their story. That's fine.
Awesome.
And if they want to be involved in film, I can help them in that direction. I can point them in the right direction. If they want consultation, yeah. So, by the way, I have with the help of I see you, Lauren.
Okay, I ain't putting my hand down. You got to acknowledge me.
You know how you're supposed to do it in church.
That's right. Right.
Pastor Reverend.
That's right.
So, with the help of Giovanna Salas, things has really been changing. I've started a small film. I got my groundwork pretty much done. I'm just looking to film and getting more characters. So it's a lot of things and opportunities have been happening for me, and I'm really thankful to God that it's this, and thankful to you too for having me on your show. And that I can. It's some things that I've just forgot. We can do a whole nother show of some things that I've forgotten. Yeah, and it's just being able to be free. Just
amen.
Free.
Amen.
Just
I received that. I say it is done. I want to just thank you again before we get out of here. We got about a minute left. For coming today. You truly poured into all of us here, and it's just the beginning. What a great story. I love you have a genuineness about you just love people, and you just love sharing. You really, really do. And it's just a blessing to see. It truly is. I'm so grateful to Giovanna for putting us together and bringing you to the show so that another example of the promise being fulfilled. So I want you to know, HALAS, anytime we can be of service to you, you have the turnstile invitation, which means the door is always open here at Bathrobe Moments or any of the LMH brands. So I want to thank you, and I want you guys to, HALAS, we're going to drop everything in the comments. I think it's already put something in there. And if you need more information on how to reach him, just get at me and I'll make sure I connect you. But in the meantime, HALAS and the rest of you, thank you so much for being the blessings. Yes, being the blessing that you are. And for the rest of you, please join me tomorrow, Mr. Todd Special. You don't want to miss this. The host of the new television show, Gut Check, will be in the house, and we're going to do it all over again, God willing. So if you'll just try, that's all I ask, to meet me tomorrow morning out on the front porch. I promise you we'll do it again and again and again, or two or more. Don't forget it. Get out and be the blessing you'd like to see in the world today. Okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow, God willing. HALAS, that means you too. Bless you. Blessings, blessings, and more blessings. I'll see all of you again tomorrow for our next episode of Bathrobe Moments. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. your mind.